Welcome to the Vinyl Hustle, Friday, March 25th, 2022. We've got a great episode for you. Thanks for joining us. Brando's got a unique find from Mr. Miles Davis with his masterpiece album, Kind of Blue. It's a 1959 first stereo press. Stay tuned for that. We also got a restock on some somewhat regional local records from Do What Records. And my bargain pick of the week is going to be Chicago's first album, Chicago Transit Authority. Found it for just $3 in the shop. First, I want to talk about our charity autograph series. It's Sunvolt's new album, Electro Melodier. I think I'm saying that right. The name comes for two vintage guitar amplifiers. And I say it's their new album, but it came out almost a year ago on July 30th, 2021. They had some tour dates scheduled then, but got canceled for the obvious reasons and rescheduled for around now. About a week ago, we got this signed at the pageant here in St. Louis, Missouri. This is their 10th album, if you can believe it. They've been around since 1995. Probably their most popular album was their first one, Trace. But this album, Electro Melodier, it's really great. It's got a bunch of topical songs and some love songs. Some of the singles are The Globe, Living in the USA. And then there's a really great duet with Laura Cantrell, a song called Diamonds and Cigarettes. As you can see, the album was signed here by hometown hero, local celebrity Jay Farrar. Great songwriter. He's been at it since the Uncle Tupelo days. Grew up in Belleville, still lives here in South St. Louis. The band was on tour for a while and they ended their tour right here in St. Louis at the pageant, as I said. The albums are signed. Get your copy at musicrecordshop.com. $5 from each one sold is going to go to Kids Rock Cancer right here in St. Louis. Now I want to hand it over to Brando for his unique find. Another hometown hero, Mr. Miles Davis.
This week we have Miles Davis, Kind of Blue. Miles Davis was born in my hometown of Alton, Illinois, so he's kind of special to me, and no doubt he is one of jazz's greatest to ever do it. In fact, this record is regarded by many critics to be the greatest jazz record, Davis's masterpiece, and one of the best albums of all time. It was added to the Library of Congress, and even Rolling Stone ranked it at number 12 in the list of the 500 greatest albums of all time. This version has flamenco sketches as the fourth track and all blues as the last track listed on the back cover, but this is incorrect. They are flipped. However, the labels show them in the correct order. This version is differentiated from other 1959 pressings by the labels. Also, there is a printer number 4 printed on the bottom right corner of the sleeve. The jacket is a little rough. There is somewhere on the front cover and staining discoloration on the back cover, and some vinyl-hating goon actually drew an arrow from the dead wax through the third track and into the second one on side A. So there's a noticeable scratch there from that idiot, but thankfully the record plays through with a click on every revolution during Blue and Green. Now, at the end of this video, we're going to play you a little clip and show you how that sounds. It's really not that bad, but what do you want from a record from 1959? This is definitely one that you would want in your collection, and if it wasn't for that scratch, the album would be graded a very good plus overall. If you'd like to own this influential album, come on in to Music Record Shop at 3116 Locust Street in St. Louis, or you can go to musicrecordshop.com and get it delivered directly to your door. Miles Davis, Kind of Blue.
This week for our incoming collection, we got a visit from Jason at Do What Records, and he came to restock some things we used to have in the store, but didn't have so much anymore. This is our little shelf we got going, hanging on the wall right now. First, I wanted to talk about this Braver album. This one got recommended to me by a few customers here in the store, so thought I'd check it out. These guys are from Minneapolis, Minnesota. This album is called Torpor. I think I'm saying that right. Came out in 2015. It's their fourth release. They've been at it since 2012. Next is Spruce Springsteen. Kind of a funny name, and they're kind of a funny party band too. The album's called Game On. It's also their fourth release. They're from Sheboygan, Wisconsin. Go Packers. And you can tell their kind of songwriting by some of their titles, like Bud Light Lime and the Pizza Song. Next is Cool Mutants with their release Buzz Hog. They're from Evansville, Indiana. This is their third release. Came out back in 2013. Next we got the Chill Dogs, which I think I've featured on this Vinyl Hustle before when we had our $5 sale. They're a local band, don't play out so much anymore. Next is a split between Breakmouth Annie and Two Houses. Breakmouth Annie, also a local St. Louis band. Kind of sound like Jawbreaker or Husker Du or Seaweed. And then Two Houses, they're from Chicago. Really great band. And really great, nice guys. They describe their music as triumphant, sad, bastard music. So I want to end this segment with the first track from the Braver album. Again, those guys are from Minnesota. This song is called Frequent Flyer. If you like it, come on down and make yourself a purchase at Music Record Shop. Welcome to the bargain pick of the episode. We've got classic album from Chicago, their first album, Chicago Transit Authority, which was actually the name of the band at the time, so I guess you could call it a self-titled album. But this album was really huge back when it came out in 1969. They had a really big hit on it that I'm sure you've heard that goes by Does Anybody Really Know What Time It Is? That's on side A of this 2-disc album. Like I said, it was a huge album. They won a Grammy Award for Best New Artist of the Year with this one, and this album also went into the Grammy Hall of Fame and stayed on the Billboard 200 for 171 weeks, breaking a new record. I mentioned that hit song on side A, but I think the more interesting side on this double album is side D, I guess, side 4, where there's 3 tracks, and the first one's just like a minute prologue that I'm about to play right now, where there are anti-Vietnam protesters in Chicago at the 1968 Democratic Convention, and they're chanting, "The whole world is watching," while cops are beating them and arresting them. So that goes into another song, Someday, which is really great, by Chicago, and then into a 15-minute jam of Liberation. And it's a really fun listen, this side 4 on Chicago's first album. So I'm going to leave you with the beginning of that. And thanks for listening and tuning in to the Vinyl Hustle. We'll see you next time. If you like what you saw, please like and subscribe.